everybody, it's Edmund Vanderbilt with another episode of Once Around the Block. I'm here with the one, the only.
Nandini Oomman.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Which way you want to go?
We can go this
Let's
way.
go,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me how you pronounce your name, because Facebook says something and now I'm trying to get it right.
Yeah, that's complicated. So it's really about the emphasis on the syllable. So it's Nandini Oomman as opposed to Nandini Oomman.
Uh-huh.
But
I think I'm never going to get this right.
No, just think that the emphasis on the first syllable.
Okay, Nandini.
So Nandini. Yeah.
Nandini.
Yes,
Okay, cool,
exactly.
cool.
Exactly.
So, how are you feeling today?
Well, with this kind of weather,
Yeah.
you can't help but feeling really good. And I'm in the middle of creating things, so that's always a fun place to be.
Yes, let's jump right into it. What are you creating, or who is Nandini?
Who is Nandini? Well, I'm a global health and development specialist by training.
Okay.
But in the last few years, I've also been devoting some of my time to curating
Yes.
stories from women in particular, because I really believe that every woman has a story, and I want to focus on women and their work, because you see more and more women coming into the workforce, but they often don't get visibility for the things that they're doing. Kind of like the hidden figure story. You know, you had the three mathematician women who helped with the space launch, and they were never really figured till much later.
Right.
So the story only came out much later. And so I want to actually have my tagline is find it, own it, share it. So I want women to find their stories, own their stories, and then share their stories, both for themselves, but also for other people to be inspired and understand that, hey, there are all these women doing these wonderful things.
Yeah.
It's also an effort to increase women's leadership and visibility in leadership and decision making.
Wow, yeah. It's an empowerment thing.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So you said, find it is the first step. So everyone has a story.
Everyone certainly has a story, and what's remarkable in the 2 years that I've been doing the Salon in DC is that...
Because it's a global thing. You have salons happening all over the
Yes, well,
globe.
Interestingly, this year was a great year because we launched salons in London in the UK with a fabulous curator there called Annabel Bates, and in Mumbai...
Wait a minute, I know an Annabel Bates.
Yeah.
Is she blonde?
She's blonde.
Oh my God, did she used to live in New York?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No.
Anyway, sorry. I was just playing the name game.
Scottish, lives in London.
Okay, never mind.
And she's my wonderful co-conspirator.
I just had a moment of overlap of realities here.
And then a wonderful woman called Vijaya Pastala, who's a curator in Mumbai, and they've launched it, and they're running with it over there.
Okay.
So
do you document them, or is it just kind of a moment? Okay.
No, I actually, so all of the salons, the storytelling salons, are done in person.
Yeah.
And they are really about connecting women in a community through stories.
Okay.
So I run the quarterly salons, so that women are invited to come and listen to two women, say, from the same profession.
Yeah.
So like last week, I actually had two women who are doing really interesting things with payment platforms for philanthropy.
Oh, fantastic.
So we featured Mari Qureshi from Global Giving, who does a wonderful crowdfunding platform. That if you go and look at Global Giving, you'll see what she does. But we had her story of how she actually came to that work. And then we also had a wonderful entrepreneur, Dale Devrani Pfeiffer, who has set up a facility that you can actually pay and donate to your favorite cause on social media.
Ah, there you go.
So it's the technology.
Facilitating.
Yeah. So these are amazing stories. I mean, that's just the end that you're hearing. Yeah. But we actually had the opportunity to sort of learn how they came to this wonderful thing that they're doing.
Sure.
So it really is the what and the how. It's the pathway.
And can I ask you, because the block is going so fast, your pathway. You've had an interesting journey to get to this point, and what inspired you to actually make this happen?
So as I said, global health is something that I've worked on for decades.
Yeah.
I've worked at many different organizations like the Rockefeller Foundation, the World Bank, and a think tank was my last full-time job, where I essentially looked at sort of big global health policy problems. But I'm really interested in actually doing something about women in development. And I feel like at this point in my life, I want to work where I live in my community. So that has an equal, I think, impact
Sure.
as doing global work. So I
Excellent.
really come to it from sort of a global.
It's true, right? I'm hearing a lot of this. You start on the small scale, and it can spread into larger.
Yeah,
You know?
But I've sort of gone. I'm coming
been
from the
there,
global
yeah.
to the community, and yet
It's like reverse.
it's reverse, but it's rooted in my community. But
Yeah.
I'm also very happy that it's replicated
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Excellent.
Yeah, so it's kind of exciting.
Yes. So how about growth? I mean, it's obviously you've expanded to different cities all over the world. Where do you see it in 5 years?
My dream would be to have it in as many cities where women want it,
Mm-hmm.
because I want this to be demand driven. I don't want this, me trying to seek out people.
Right,
So it's
right.
when people come to me, and a lot of women have.
And it's sorry, I'm just jumping all
yeah,
over the
yeah,
place.
that's-
It's open to the public, these events, or are there special events for?
They are
Invite-
by invitation.
Yeah.
I don't advertise them, mainly
Okay.
because I want these to be safe spaces for women to be able to share their stories
Okay.
in as intimate a way as they can.
Okay.
And really, it's about being sort of not so much confidential, but safe, so that
Right,
they're not
right.
attacked for anything that they've
Sure.
done or say. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So we're coming up on the end of the block.
Yeah.
The wow moment, the words of wisdom. It's just it's what I call it.
Right.
It's an opportunity for you to give a shout out or anything you'd like to say before we sign off here.
Well, I'll go back to my tagline. I really, really believe that every woman has a story, and I really would like everyone to find it, own it, and share it.
Fantastic. Can you say bye to the folks at home?
Bye.
Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.